Welcome to Coder Station.
Hey guys, welcome back to Coder Station again. Yeah, I know that you have been waiting for me for a long, but today the time comes that I'm making the video again after a long time. So today we will going to see about what are arrays in C. So first we will have a quick recap of what we have done in our previous video. So in our previous video we have seen what are functions, what are the syntax, what is the need of the function, and we have seen some examples. So if you have not watched our latest video, please watch it soon because it will help you to gain enough knowledge of C. So let's start about today's table of content. In today's video, we are going to see what are arrays, what is its syntax, what are the type of arrays, and its example. So now let's move towards our today's video. What are arrays? So in this, we will see what is the table of contents. So now let's move towards our table of contents. So here, first we will see what are arrays. Second, its syntax. Third, the types of arrays. And fourth, the examples. Now first, what is an array? An array is a collection of multiple data elements in a single unit. So here, an array collects multiple data elements and clubs them into a single entity. For example, here you can see multiple columns with a single row. Here we have 6 names: Ned, John, Arya, Bran, Sansa and Robb. These are all names from the Game of Thrones famous web series of House Stark. So now let's explore some key points about arrays that will help us understand their significance and usage. First, array is a collection of similar data types. An array is a structured way of organizing data in a program. It allows us to store multiple elements of the same data type under one variable name. Now, second, array is stored in contiguous memory locations. So when we declare an array, its elements are stored in consecutive memory location. This contiguous memory allocations makes accessing array elements efficient. Third, array helps in code optimization. Arrays plays a crucial role in optimizing code by providing a compact and efficient way to manage multiple data elements. Fourth, it is always the fixed size. Unlike some dynamic data structures, arrays have a fixed size, meaning the number of elements they can hold is determined at the time of declaration. Fifth, elements of an array can be traversed. We can iterate over all elements of an array using loops like for, or, while, enabling us to perform operations on each element sequentially. Sixth, elements can be easily accessed. Accessing individual elements of an array is straightforward. Each element is accessed using its index within square brackets. So now let's move forward towards types of array. In C, we have two types of array. The first one is single dimensional array and the second is multiple dimensional array. So in single dimensional array, we only have one row but multiple columns. In multi-dimensional array, we have multiple rows and multiple columns. So the basic difference you have understood. In single dimensional, we will have one row and in multi-dimensional, we have multiple rows. Further, in multi-dimensional, we have two-dimensional and three-dimensional as its subtypes. So in multi-dimensional example, if we want to access the element h, then we will write the code as follow, like column 2 of row 1. If we want to access the element a, then column 0 of row 0. So such is the logic of multi-dimensional array. Now let's move forward towards the syntax of our array. Now that we have understand the importance of arrays, let's look at how we declare them in our code. The syntax for declaring an array is very simple. Here, the data type represents the type of the data the array will hold. Array name is the chosen name for the array variable, and array size indicates the number of elements the array will contain. Now let's see some examples to better understand array declaration. Here we have three examples: int name 5, float max 10, and char alpha 26. So you might have a question that what is this 5, 10, 26? Let me clear this. In these examples, we have declared arrays named names, marks, and alpha to hold integers, floats, and characters data type respectively of size 5, 10 and 26. For example, in first example, we have an array named names with the integer data type and it is of the size 5. In the second example, our array is marks, which is holding float data type values, but it has only size of 10. In the third example, our array will hold only character data types of 26 size. Now, we will see how we can modify an array. Once we can declare an array, we can modify its element as needed. Let's see how. The syntax for modifying an array element is, here array name is the name of the array and index is the position of the element we want to modify and the value is the new value we want to assign to the element. So let's illustrate this with some examples. Here we have 3 examples. In these examples, we are modifying the first element of the num array to 1, storing the value of the second element of the marks array in a float variable m and assigning the character a to the third element of the alpha array. Now let's see how to access the elements of an array. Accessing elements of an array is a fundamental to working with arrays effectively. Let's delve into how we can do this. So here's its syntax, the array name and the index. Here the array name is the name of the array and index is the position of the element we want to access. So here also we have 3 examples. In these examples, we are accessing the first element of the num array and storing it in an integer variable n, retrieving the value of the second element of the marks array and storing it in a float variable m, and accessing the third element of the alpha array and storing it in a character variable a. Here we have seen how to declare an array, how to modify an array, and how to access the elements of an array. Now let's see an example of an array. This will clear the picture of an array from your mind. Now here is a simple example on arrays in C. In this, first we have written our header file, which is the standard input output.h. In the main function, we are starting our main code. So here I have declared an array named numbers, which is of size 5, and the elements, the values of the array are 10, 20, 30, 40 and 50 respectively. Then I will traverse to each element of an array and print all the elements of an array using a for loop. Then I will modify the elements of the array. For example, I'm modifying the second position of the number array to 100 and the fourth position of the number array to 200, which was initially 30 and 50 respectively. Now, then after modification, we will again print the all elements of an array using the for loop. Here I have tried to perform all the operations of an array that we have recently learned. Now I will execute our code. Now as you can see that this is the original array of what we have first printed it. Then after modification, we are printing the modified array. So in the first original array, we will have the elements as follow 10, 20, 30, 40 and 50. But after the modification, in second position and in the fourth position, we have the recent array, that is 10, 20, 100, 40 and 200. Thank you for watching this video. I hope you are enjoying this C programming web series. We will meet in the next video. Till then, stay tuned.